Hello. First time I've ever said this, but happy Saturday. This is the first ever Saturday stream we've done, but we've got a little bit of work to do today. We want to work on the resin farm, which is going to be our next project. I've actually done some planning and creative, so I want to finish working on some of that creative planning real quick, and then it's probably going to be a big material gathering stream today. Be pretty chill. But overall, I'm really excited for the project. I've been looking forward to it. Hello, G. I saw you pop into the YouTube side. Welcome in. Happy belated Halloween. Hope you guys all had a good Halloween. I keep forgetting it was yesterday. It was overall like a pretty chill Halloween for me. I didn't really do too much. I didn't even get really a costume this year or anything. Usually I do, but yeah, wasn't a big Halloween year for me. But I do still want to like get into some of the spooky movies. I'm still in that vibe. I'm not through with October quite yet. I don't know how. We are already to November. It's actually insane how fast time is flying right now, especially like this year. But I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. You're getting a brother soon? Or you mean you're getting like a nephew? Because your sister is pregnant? That's exciting. Congratulations to your sister. That's always fun. Nieces and nephews are the best. You can kind of give them back when you're done with them. When they start crying, you just give them back to their parent. You said, that's enough for me. Anyways, we're going to be pretty chill today. I've been up for a while. I had an architectural exam this morning. So, technically the first one I've taken fully. And I wasn't super prepared for it, but I'm glad I got it done and got like used to the testing environment where you take it. Busy after a week. Yep, it's been a very busy week for me. As some of you know, I started a new job this week and got all settled in, still getting used to the schedule. But luckily we were able to get a stream in today. So hope the exam went well. Well, I failed it. I know I failed it, but I did not go into it expecting to pass. So I was very chill. For architecture, there's 6 exams and it is very normal to fail them. And this was one that I had scheduled a long time ago, like for last year, and I pushed it out twice for 6 months at a time and just wasn't really studying yet. But 90s trivia, we can get that going. But yeah, I originally had this one planned for over a year ago, and just because of circumstances, I wasn't really able to focus time on it at all, and so that's why it kept getting pushed out. And it happened to land today, and it would have cost the same amount to push it out again, or as it would to cancel it. So I was just like, I'm not going to spend any more money on this. We're going to just go ahead and take it and see how it goes, kind of get a baseline for this one. But that was like the first one I really took. So it was a new experience for me. Glad we got it done though. All right, for the 90s trivia question, we've got, in which year was the first Tamagotchi released in Japan? A, 1994, B, 1995, or C, 1996? I have no idea at all. My best guess would be 96 because I feel like they were really popular in the 2000s, and so I would assume it'd be later in the 90s. But I did not have a Tamagotchi. I just know they were very popular. I'm trying to find my Sharpie so I can write on this. Any guesses though? We got C, 1996. We got it correct. Okay. I don't know where my marker is. I'm like so off my A game right now because it's been so long since we streamed last. I actually might have one over here. I'll deal with this later. I'll write on it after stream. Chilling on the Wax SMP. Had a great stream at the Treehouse Halloween event. I didn't realize that was happening until I took a peep into the Discord, I think last night, and it said see y'all tomorrow for the Halloween event. And I was like, okay, definitely missed that one. I think no, there's two. The Halloween event, like 2 years ago, is the first one I ever, like, participated in. Whenever I, like, in the first time I ever joined the SMP was literally, like, the days before Halloween. So that one has a little special place in my heart, but I haven't done much for that since. I thought about doing, like, a little Halloween build for my world, but I feel like I want to do, like, a whole village and plan it months in advance. We're gonna go ahead and get into the building, the designing. So this is our resin farm that I started a little bit over a week ago, and we used the Raiseworks design for the actual farm. And I'm at the point now where I need to start replacing a lot of the resin that's already in the tutorial farm. But I have a little bit of a problem with this thing being right here. So I may have to lift all of the farm up and like raise the ceiling as well. Using a schematic. We're going to be using a schematic once we get it all designed. Let me drop out. We'll go to the outside. But I have a lot of fun working on this one. Hello, Ryan. Welcome in. I literally just got your name added earlier today to our little safe of all the subs. So I was just typing that out. How's it going, though? Hope you had a good Halloween. Having a chill weekend. But this is what we've got for the resin farm. Plan is that this will be like the main entrance. I'm not going to work on the interior today completely. I'm more so focused on that upper level where we walk and interact with the farm. So I'm good with all of this. I need to figure out what we're going to do right here. So that's part of what we're doing, but it's really close to being done. And then we're going to have a lot of materials to collect. And the other thing I need to figure out is how to incorporate this lever that's part of the farm into the design. Like the interior, but that shouldn't be too terribly hard. Oh. This is the first time I've ever used like the honey water elevator situation. Not sure how I feel about it, but it is what it is. We have so many random blocks of gravel. Or no, this is concrete. I had this behind the windows initially before we got that interior in because I did not like being able to see through it on the exterior. And when I finally took it out, I guess it just settled settled everywhere. This is the first build we're going to be able to work on where we have like the shelves, we have all the copper stuff, all the new fun things, which speaking of, I forget I haven't seen you guys since they announced the whole camel thing and the, what's it called? The skeleton version of it. It's like a parched, is that the word? I'm actually really excited about those. I don't know if I'll really interact with them much, but I'm excited to at least have them in the game. I don't get what they're doing with all this undead stuff that they're adding in, but very exciting. I'm going to go ahead. We got a sparkling ice lemonade today. Building your castle. That's exciting. I haven't built a castle in a while, but I need to. Those are always fun to do. Alright, let's do a little bit of this upper interior. Right now I don't have anything going in here either, but I think we can either add a farm in here later or make like a house or something, a little apartment, but we've got a space for it. I definitely thought that I was going to be using both portions of the building for this farm and like just the interior and stuff, and didn't end up needing it, but at least we have it. It's fine with the spear. I don't think I have the spear yet. Do we have the spear? Is that a part of this? No. Okay. I guess that's part of when the Nautilus comes out. I want to see if I do this and do... Okay, so that doesn't do anything. I need to get a way to trigger this back here. It's this one. I may have messed it up. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. That should be messing with this. Okay. So we have to find a way to incorporate redstone power back there where it's not like super out of place. Let's see. So it's this lever. I may try and do a calibrated skulk sensor. So the thing is with this, I think this will work. Let's go back here. We're gonna have like that. If I waterlog it, is it gonna start like flowing everywhere? Yes. Stop it. Figured. Okay. We need to find a way to get it trapped in there. Going with this for now. I think comparator goes this way. And then lectern and book. Is it like this? It's been a while since I've made one of these. I think I need to go into survival to do this. Oh, it's not this one. It's the like book and quill. I am really excited for the Nautilus as well. I think that's going to be a really cool addition to the game. So unique. Like, obviously, it's kind of similar to the Ghast, but completely different biome. Okay, so I think I need to go to page 15. We're going to type a like and subscribe, because if you're on the YouTube side and you haven't liked it yet, please consider leaving a like on the stream. And thank you to those who already have. Appreciate y'all. Okay, I think this works. Yeah, okay, this works in creative. Let's do a calibrated skulk sensor list. I think I want the one where it's like a change in state for the block. When's that? Block changing is 11. So I think if I do that, I definitely did this backwards. Okay, so now that's not doing anything. And I think if I get a bell. Okay, that does that. Now what if I do like target block? I really don't know what I'm doing. We'll figure it out. Bookshelf? Oh, like putting a book in there? We might be able to do that with some of this decoration out here. So I think... Maybe I should have turned that off. Let's do this. What if I turn this off? Does it work now? Okay, it's gonna keep going, I think, until I put this over there. I'm gonna need, like, maybe a glass block. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, I think. Then I think if I grab... Oh, that doesn't move the book, huh? Let's grab... Cancel. Grab... Okay, it still doesn't move the book, so this doesn't even matter. I'm just bringing that then. We'll go this way. Go like up 3. Go up 1 more. That line up correctly. I think that'll work. Think that'll work? Okay, so all this is going right now. What if I hit this? Does it stop? Okay, it doesn't stop. I don't really know why it's even going right now anyways. Let me go back here. Okay, so I think it has to stay powered in order for it to stop going. So, calibrated skulk sensor, not the method then. Then what is the method? Like, I could have the calibrated skulk sensor... What if I undo? It moved. Okay. What if this goes to a piston? And I do... Okay, so it just moves it. That could maybe be a good thing. What if we do these? The only thing is that's just gonna keep this powered the entire time right here. It's off. If I break that, not good. What can I do back here? Basically, if I had, let's see, this here, then that would do what I needed it to. Can this go sideways? Nor you. Okay, that does move it. But if I use that, it would have to go here. And it would still not put it like keep it there. I may just not have given myself enough space to do this. This is the problem trying to work with the redstone farms and trying to like work around them and make them pretty. So I am thinking of raising the ceiling. And I may be able to raise it so that I could do something from above. So I think if this is gone, it's not going to work at all. Oh wait, no, it does work whenever it's gone. That's the whole thing. No, it doesn't. Never mind. I was wrong. Okay, so this isn't going to work. There may be a way just to like reach in and do it. Wait. What happens if I take this out? Okay, nothing. So if I get a redstone block and put it here, or like there, that would keep it off. But if it's here, how about that? So it's running right now. Did they all get off? I might have screwed them up. Oh no, it works. Okay, now what if that's here? Okay, that doesn't count. What's above this? Can't mess with that. I could technically just like break it every time, but I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. Wait, couldn't I just connect a lever to something and run dust across this? I think what would happen is this one. I messed it up. This one would get powered. I do that and then give me out. Okay, that didn't do it. I wish I understood redstone. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. That does this. Does not help. What if this is a target block? Okay, still not it. We're getting there though. Trial and error. Okay, so what? can I use? Look, a copper chest. I haven't put a single copper golem down at all. I actually, for the first time yesterday, saw the Halloween versions of the mobs. I've never seen them in game before. What about a copper bulb? Did I get it? I think I got it. It's not moving anymore. Can I do this? And then I boom. Okay, that didn't do anything either. Never mind. Thought I did, but I didn't. Progress though. I might be getting somewhere. What about like a lamp? Okay, no. So I need it to be something that can like carry the signal around. What if it's like no. I was thinking if I could put it on like a top slab or something, but that wouldn't work. And I thought I had it there for a second. Wait, so if that's gone, it doesn't work. Okay, no, it does work. Wait. Okay, so this is what needs to be done. Can I get this to... How do you, like, lock a piston? That's not it. Because if I could technically get this to push up, I think it would work. But I don't know. I think the it's got to be a sticky piston. Or it may not hold it there at least. Technically, if I do this, I think it would work. About sticky. We might be getting somewhere. So something else powers this. Let's do this. And then I think if I put this, that's not what I meant. I want it to pull it away. Something's like butt powering or whatever they call it. I don't know the terms. Is it because it's holding it? What if I like put this up here? And then what if this became that? That pulls it away. But that didn't push it. What is going on? But I think I'm getting somewhere. I'm not. Oh wait, it's because of this. If I take that out. That's powering this. Maybe. Is it because this up here is power? Like, do I need to move this all down one? No, I don't know. Okay, that doesn't work for this. I need whatever this pushes to power that. What if I do a target, maybe? I don't know if that works vertically. That works. Then what if I take this out now? Okay, maybe because of that up there. That's not how that works. Okay, noted. Can this go through sand? Sand works? I'm shocked. Does it work? Worked once. Oh no, I didn't even think about that part. Oh no. Never mind. Never mind. How did that even happen? How did that get pushed? On, where do I... Oh yeah, press the wrong one. Not this, this. Okay. Let me try it again. See why that pushed it, because I actually have no idea. It may have been before I took out one of those blocks or something. That makes no sense to me. I think this is working. Am I redstoning? Whoa. Or what if I do it this way? This is kind of making me think about like the system you use to get a note block to go off for a laze, and I think it uses a hopper clock. That's not how this works. So that works. And if I take that off, then it stops. Eventually. So if I connect this to that now. I do this. That didn't move it. Hold on, I gotta get rid of this. Nope, not that. Oops. Wait. Hold on first. It just holds it briefly. So I think if I go this way and do a repeater. I'm going all sciencey. Oh, and then I want to do like a big delay. That didn't. Oh, let it do like one round. Okay. Do I need like a... Maybe I need a observer. So I can do that like thing where they like face each other. No, that's not what I want. That's gonna be too much. That's gonna make this thing break. So if I hit the bell, it's going to set it off. I need a way to like hit it and it locks it there. Because I want it to stay here. I also don't like how I'm having to like go a level below. That might actually be okay. I've got a lot of room to work with, but I would rather not have to go into the floor below too much. This is kind of working, but it's not there yet. So if I hit this, not that way. Stop it. It just holds it there for like a second. So I think this may have to be a regular piston. And then we would have to have a regular piston here to push it back. If I did like a... What? That was weird. It didn't let me search. I don't want to mess with that thing, but I think I'll be okay. What if I do dust? Will dust mess with the torch? I don't think it does. Did I just figure this out? I think this needs to be sticky, actually. Wait, that might do too much on this. This might not work. Hold on. Okay. Every time I think I'm figuring it out, something else comes up and it doesn't work. Imagine that. Redstone not doing what you want it to. That's gonna go into the note block, which is not what I want. Maybe it is what I want. Wait. Wait. What if I turn this off? No. But interesting. Is it because that's there? What about that? It's not doing it. Hold on, did I find a way to do this without having to have that torch there? Also, can I get rid of this? Okay, so that bumps it up, and it works now. It kind of looks like we may be in the middle of, like, chunk borders. Because the water flows kind of funny. No, it's not what I thought it was. Okay, now what if I flip this off? I think that works. Not cool, like, it's not unique where you can control it with this calibrated sculk sensor and, like, hitting a bell, but it might actually work. So we've got this, which powers this, pops this up. I kind of want to try, though. Okay, so right now, it's because it's on that this is not running. So if I did a copper bulb, this might interfere with something else, but I'm wondering if I could do like this. Oh, see, that's a problem. This is why I was curious. So never mind, ignore that. I don't love the look of a lever. I think too, like if I do that, it may mess it up. I mean, technically this does what I need it to. If I flip it, this stuff starts moving. I just may not like the location of the lever. And I may be able to bump it up one more and not need that sand block. That would put the levers here. Oh yeah, I don't want to bump it up because of that thing. Okay. I like it. But I don't want to look at a lever. And I need this to like hold the charge longer. Which I could have done that if it was just like the push of the redstone block. Like what if I do that? That doesn't do anything. I probably already tried that earlier and I've just forgotten at this point. Because I think most of the time I would be here. Oh, I forgot I put this here. And it would be flipped down so it would be off. But to put levers everywhere didn't look great. So I need a different way to power this thing. Can I do like a something with the pot? What is this? Oh, that's lava chicken? I've never heard that one in game. I'm just curious now at this point. If I do this. Like that. That's not going to be really practical though. I think they updated the game where it used to be like if you put a slab on top of a slab and then broke, it would break the entire block, but I haven't noticed that since 1.21.10. This might just be the way to do it. I wish I could put the lever up here though. It just looks kind of funny right there. Dude, this isn't working. Honestly, this will be the way to do it for now. I may try and find a different way later. But it works. I just don't like the way the lever is looking. Hello, Enderman. What is this thing? This is a resin farm. I'm trying to figure out how to like turn it on and off from here. And I've figured it out. I just don't like the way that the lever works or lever looks. I need a different option. Like, what is another way that something can stay powered until you switch it off? I don't know. You never heard of a resin farm? They're actually pretty cool. So, I think I took the sword out of my inventory. Let me grab it. We'll do this. If I do time set night, they should, well, I gotta turn off the thing. So everything goes down here. I need to rotate those actually. I think I messed that up actually. Do it this way. I don't think anything back here is spawn proof or spawnable. Can they wait? I think it could spawn on this sand block. What can it not spawn on? I think it can spawn on sand. Oh no. Okay, so if I do this, is it gonna spawn here? It's not yet. That doesn't mean it won't. Oh, yeah. See, I forgot. I hadn't fixed all of this yet whenever I was designing it. I needed to spawn proof everything. Okay, so let's see. We do spawn proof on that. I'm literally just gonna put torches on everything. I need to go. Or I could do like carpet. Just do carpet for now. Their spawning abilities are actually really annoying. Because they can spawn on clear blocks. They can spawn. I I don't think they can spawn on leaves, but they can spawn on a lot of stuff. That, we'll do this. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be a problem because it can spawn right there, and I don't know how to prevent that from happening. When it's up, it won't happen. Let me through. Okay, so now I think it shouldn't spawn anywhere except for maybe my little sand block. Okay, I missed something. Can it spawn on torches? It might be able to. Oops. Okay, now what? And get rid of them, and then... Okay. Can't spawn now. I think everything's in its rightful place. Everything looks spawn-proof to me. I do that again. They still all go to the correct place. Hello, Brittany. Welcome in. Hope y'all had a great Halloween. Can't believe it's November. Okay, I think this is working. They're not spawning there yet. And then if it works how it's supposed to, I should be able to switch this to survival, and then they'll all start falling and I can smack them. I just need the rest of them to start falling in, figure out what's going on. Oh, wait. Wait. This. We do that, and it should start moving everything. Yeah, and then they'll start showing up. When we hit them. And we should also eventually spawn in there. Okay. So maybe well, I can't really control button, but when this flips, the water will stop being released. Okay. Okay. It's working. We'll leave the lever there for now. I'll just put a lot of like random decoration on the wall so that you can barely even tell that there's a lever that seems a little out of place. But I redstoned. Somehow. Looks nice. Well, thank you. I worked on this like a little bit over a week ago. About a week ago. And then we just need to wrap it up, and then we're going to do some material gathering once we know what we're going to be using. I still need to figure out, though, if this is all going to be raised up, because I don't like this portion. But let's get some of this laid out. I'm just going to wall this off. I'm not planning on using anything back here for now. And I want to change some of these blocks because I don't like the colors. Back off. That. Okay. Then And I'm happy with how that looks. And then I think I could just wall this off. Like, I don't need any of this right now. But I don't want to be blocking off the window. Because right now I have it blocked off so you can't see all the redstone. But I would like to open up this window and still not be able to see the redstone. Which, worst case scenario, I would need like this. Worst case scenario, I need to move everything up a block. Which isn't terrible. I don't think it'll mess up this distance too much. And I don't think it'd be too difficult to move all this up. I don't understand what this does, honestly. Okay, so that has a creaking heart. This is moving all of the pistons. There's no good way to move this up. I would like to have a way to replace this with something else so that I don't need to put the blocks there, but I really don't know how I can do that. I mean, what if I just work around it? Is there any way I can cover up the observer? That's my question. It won't be easy. What if I do like a stair? Because this doesn't have to be resin. That's one thing I need to actually change. This might... yeah, that releases water. And I don't think any of this will mess with the... hold on. This might be a problem right here. It looks like that's pushing, potentially. Okay, water's moving. Okay, so yeah, that gets moved. This doesn't matter. So if I could put like slabs below that. Let me just do this for now. But I probably won't use this material. Oh, I messed that up. That, and then we drop. Get rid of all that. Okay. Let me out of here. Oh, I screwed that up. Big mistake. That. Oh, I don't need to do that anymore. I had those stairs to hold the concrete powder. We don't need that. So this doesn't look great, but like I can kind of frame around it. Just don't really want to. It's just, I feel like I'm too far in at this point. We're moving the entire farm up. I'm bound to screw up some of the redstone. We may just do something. I mean, I can definitely pull this over and make it look a little bit more symmetrical. But maybe I still wall off this section and like have a door you can walk through if you want. What is this block? Oh, that goes the other way. We would want this one. So those go here. But then at least from here, I mean, I don't like the way that looks from outside. When I go in and build it in survival, I could move everything up a block. I just feel like I'm gonna screw something up if I try and do that. And I would also have to spawn proof a lot more, which that's not a big deal, but... Oh, wait, bad. Okay. So, no block is getting powered. Oh, is it the note block? I don't understand why this is here. Like, it definitely needs to be here, but I don't understand why. Oh, it's pushing over there and then powering that. And then that is going up here. Ah. Let me see what I can grab. Maybe it's not as terrible as I think it's going to be. But I don't think it's going to be easy either. Like that. Put this down here. Actually down to like here. I wish I had an option to like exclude a certain material with Axiom, but I don't. This is all the farm. This is all the redstone. This would move the honey block up, which would probably screw some stuff up, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna try to just move everything up and then adjust it down. Okay, this may be really bad. this is a good idea. I'm gonna get stuck, yeah. Actually, that's not technically where that would go. I think all this goes back down. I think this whole section got moved. If that stayed in the right place. I don't know. I think I just screwed everything up. I'm so confused on what just moved. I want that there. I would want this here. There's this. We didn't script the exterior, did we? No, this all looks fine. Does this go up? No, it goes down. I think I need to undo that, but I want to check first. Yeah, I'm just gonna undo all that. Perks of Axiom undo feature. That needs to be in stock Minecraft, like creative. This is frustrating because I'm pretty sure I could make it work. Oh. I'm pretty sure I could make it work. It's just the fact that it's the moving it all at once is pretty challenging. I mean, maybe we just like embrace looking at the farm from here. What if this turns into a blank window? Kind of odd for it being the front of the building, but it's not completely unreasonable. I don't like it. I want it to be a window. It just looks odd right there. So my next thought is if I can I my next thought is if I can kind of set up like a fake background behind this window. Like maybe we just skip a block and then we just add in a ton of a different material. Or maybe I just embrace the fact that it's gonna have redstone visible and we can start using it like more of a warehouse looking storage. That's just like the industrial portion. Hold on, let me mess with it. We'll make like a little fake background for the window. I want to follow this and go like that. And we go 2 blocks. That's a solid. Okay. Do it like this. This probably actually isn't necessary because we won't be walking in and out of this section, so let's do this. And then we go like this. So there should be 3 blocks in between. So right here. And then we'll do sandstone in front of that. So like here. Or one more and then connect them, I think. That. Yes. Okay. We'll do stairs. At the front. Really, all of this I think we'll keep except for the redstone stuff is gonna have, or all of this we're gonna swap except for the redstone stuff. Get it a spruce ceiling. That's gonna get pushed here. When we go past the window, okay, so we should have 2 portions of the sandstone here. That goes up to that portion. Okay. And we'll connect that over and do stairs in the middle. I should do regular bricks here. And then if I break that, I'm gonna need to put other stuff on top of it. So, flip through. This is gonna be a redstone dust on top with a torch there. Oh, and we broke something. How did I end up with a comparator? Or a repeater? I screwed something up. Redstone, do that. I think this goes this way. My guess is it would go like that. Maybe it goes like that. Something messed up. Big time. Let me see. If I paste it back in, then what do we have? My placement, resin farm on. Where is that? Not here, is it? No. Okay, for some reason that one doesn't work. Hold on. Off, and then we'll do... create placement. Oh, is that why? That would make sense. Okay, so what did I mess up here? Goes that way. I think this is right now. I think I just screwed it up a little bit. Okay, works now. We'll do MC, turn that off. Off. Simple. So that's what this looks like now. Don't love that, but I could do something with it. I feel like we just want this to be something we can walk through. And then back here, we're going to do some of the walls. What is this? 2 blocks up? Okay. And then another 2 blocks. There's such a problem right here. Why? Why do you have to be there? Hi, Ryan. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Appreciate it. I don't know why that one didn't make a noise. Usually it has like a notification, but I feel like my alerts never want to work. Okay, so my thought is just using stuff to cover this up. We could have a look at making some like pile of something there. I mean, I just took out the resin blocks. Maybe I need to put them back in, but what if I just start piling it up? Alerts break every time you do anything. I, like, for the longest time would never hear them, and it took me a minute to figure out how to fix that just by, like, monitoring, doing, like, the monitor audio, but I have definitely had some finicky alerts before. I forget that I can just do this, so that I don't mess up the redstone. I should have been doing that earlier. Making a big pile of resin. I should probably put some of the actual, like, resin clumps, like the ores also. Oops. There's no good way to do this because of how much redstone I actually need to block off. I don't think this is the move, but I'm brainstorming. I made it look like a little dripstone type thing. We're not really using a lot of redstone on like any of this build. I mean, resin on any of this build. So it is a little nice to try and incorporate it somewhere. But I don't know if this is going to be the move. I don't know why there would just be a random stack of resin right here coming down from the ceiling, but, you know, it does something. I don't think this is gonna be it, but the plan is not to be in this room very much. That's open, so we can do the little bushy thing. Oh, and I can do a wall too. I keep forgetting. So random. Just a clump of resin in the middle of everything. I honestly might do this though. A little funky. But I feel like I can just start covering it up with stuff. What if I took the copper bars? Do like a waxed copper bar? Also more of the walls. Use this to like spawn proof things. Oh wait, they can spawn on iron bars. I forget. We'll do slabs on everything that's spawnable. I think we're using the like we're doing partially oxidized trapdoors, but then I'm doing like fully not normal lanterns. Do I have any chains that we're using? No. I think we're gonna have to sit on this portion for a little bit. Yes. I may try to build it a block up in survival and see how that goes. And if it doesn't work, then we'll do this. It looks a little strange, I will say. Kind of want to like grab this. And do this. I don't dislike having some resin, like random resin blocks in here. But I don't know if this makes sense for it to be the way it is. I mean, it's almost like it's dripping and then collecting at the bottom and like solidifying. And that may be what resin does. But I wouldn't know. That may just be a little quirk of the build. I always try to like avoid those, but maybe it's not a terrible thing. Like, I don't hate it. It's just like, why is it doing that? But I do like that you can see it from outside. At least what's being built in here. And then I can get like mini blocks too. And add those in. What other resin things are there? I mean, other than some item frames with the blocks in them. I'll do that for now. I'll work with it. We'll adjust depending on how stuff goes later. But at least the stuff is set up. We've got almost everything working. That's odd, but I don't want that. I don't need it perfect today yet. Now we do have a lot of random resin blocks that don't actually need to be resin. I don't know what I want these to be. It's probably easiest to just replace it all with a form of spruce. But I don't want to mess it up. I honestly can just leave it this way. Nobody's gonna see the actual farm portion. But I do need to change the ceiling. We want this to all stay stone. Okay. See, like, I kind of like being able to see it all drippy down from the ceiling. It's odd, but it, like, breaks up all the symmetry. And I could see it being a situation where you start storing the blocks like this in real life. I would like to be able to block that, but I don't think I can. It's just always going to have that little gap on it. That's fine. Okay, I think we gather materials now. I'm going to leave all the weird resin blocks in here the way they are. Everything for the most part should count into the schematic with the exception of like the item frames and stuff, but we can deal with those later. Let's get a proper schematic pulled. So let's do this. I already set up the glass blocks before. So I think all I have to do is turn on the rendering. We're going to turn off these. Don't know what that is. Ignore it. What are you? Why are you still visible? I literally just removed you. Oh, unload. Move. Why are you there? You shouldn't be there. Hold on. If I do paste. Okay, so why is this here? We don't understand why that's there anymore at this point. Oh well. Something's a little off, but I'll deal with that later. Save schematic, we're gonna do Resin Farm Draft 2. And I think if I do material list, I can get everything now. This one's gonna be a pain. I'll probably... Yeah, we'll just work with this. We're gonna turn that off. We don't want to see it. Turn this off. And then move to... Move to our single player. I'm like, where was I when I left? Okay, this all just gonna be here. Actually, no, let's keep that. I think I may swap this for an ender chest. It might be nice to have one. For now. Kind of want to just like put this in here. Can I do this? I can't, no. We're gonna leave that like that for now. Or I could put it like here. I always get so confused every time I go from my normal world back into creative world back into my normal world. Like I keep trying to fly right now. Okay, there's that. So we do have that thing. We can put this here. Maybe that. Okay. Oh, of course. Always the magma cubes. Let me put on my chest plate because they actually do a lot of damage with just my wings, and it's so frustrating. I'm really hoping the guy behind me ignores me. Okay, he didn't. I really wished all these buttons would work and fix the problem, but it didn't, obviously. And they still spawn in here, and I don't understand why. They have no reason spawning this frequently. I'm like so close to hitting one of the pigs. Like right there, I actually almost did it. They can just stay back there for now at this point. I don't care. Okay, wings back on. I need to get my shulkers all lined up and we'll grab what we can. I don't know how the bricks, like, I don't know if I have enough masons to get all the bricks that I'm gonna need. That's the one I'm most concerned of, and then the resin. I don't have a lot of resin. This is like all the resin I have. So let's grab another. Do that. We may have to smack a couple of the creaking a little bit later. I have trash. Trash. Literally all just trash. Okay. One other thing that I haven't done yet, obviously, but going to have to do soon, is figuring out what to do with the land around the actual farm, because it's not going to be on flat land like the way we have it in the creative world. We're going to have to do a lot of spawn proofing, which I'm not looking forward to, of just the land, and even like probably some caves. So if I do a load schematic. Okay, so it shouldn't render, but it should be in there. Configure materialist. So that's the one we want. Your material list. Yeah, that doesn't even show up. I think I just delete these. I don't know. I'm gonna worry about this one. Okay, so first off, we need 12 stacks, 41 of the bricks. So how many do I even have? If a total of 5 bricks right now. Okay. We're taking this. We're gonna go do some trading. I think I have some bricks at the other storage room, but I don't even really want to mess with them. Actually be a good time to repair all my gear anyways. I'm gonna do 1 round of trading and then sleep, and then hopefully we can get a couple of rounds in for the next day of the bricks. So basically I'm aiming for 13 stacks. Wouldn't hurt to have some extras, so. And it is nice that they give so many bricks. The masons do. So all of that. Let's do this. Okay, I can... Oh, it's not going to take me long at all. It's like 1 round. I need to do like 3 rounds total, I think. We can get it all. That's why we love villagers. Okay. Let me sleep so they can start restocking their trades and whatnot. And I'm gonna craft all that back up. Okay. 1 round of trading gets me 5+ stacks. Almost 6 stacks. Okay. Restock, please. After this, we're gonna want to get stripped jungle log. 11 stacks is gonna be a bit of a pain. Not looking forward to that. But that'll be okay. I may actually just go to a jungle and do that. Rather than... Well, no, I may try and just grow them in nearby. Okay, I need you to restock. What time is it? Let me leave these here and I'm gonna come back up. Or come back down. Finish it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just place a ton of saplings, I think. Please tell me I have a lot. I don't. That's lame. Okay. We have a method though. It'll be okay. Let's go here. We'll do... Actually, no, let's go here. This is more flat. This is where I did a lot of the pale oak growing. Leaving that there for now. Okay, I I think they should restock here in a second now. And I think I can get the rest of all the bricks. Yay. Okay. Okay. Nine, 10, 11. Just, I'm gonna do one more round once they're restocked. And they already are. Amazing. This, I don't know where this world would be without villagers. They're the backbone of my world. All right. Okay. Automatic placements, configure, material list, ignore. Okay, I should probably actually set aside the proper amount. So I think it was 1241, 9, 10, 11, 12. 41. These will all come out. Okay. Keep this one. We're gonna grab a fortune hoe. Get some more of the saplings while we can. So let's go this way. What was it that I needed? I think it was 11 stack something. Let me check. It'll take me a minute. $11 stack 12. Okay. I don't know. I probably won't strip them right now. I can do that later. I just want to get the actual materials. Pretty sure I watched a video about how like jungle wood or jungle saplings are the hardest ones to regenerate. And a lot of the times you like won't even get what you put into it back out. Like you'll use 4 saplings and get 3 back. Kinda lame. I don't approve. But we got fortune, so maybe we'll get a little lucky. What do we have already? 1. We have a singular sapling. That won't do much. How big is my base? So my like completed base is the village in that direction. And that world, like that portion of the world, I don't plan to change at all, except for maybe like some underground or some interior stuff. But the way I kind of made that base is I want it to be almost like locked in time. So it has all of the old farm mobs. I don't plan on bringing any of the new like cows and chickens into it. And I don't plan on adding any more buildings to that area. Now we're working on this base in this direction now, which is what I'm calling like the city. And this one is very much not complete. But these are my main 2 bases, I would say, in the overworld. I've started some other ones, but I haven't gotten very far. Like, I did a little building in a lush cave once a while back, and definitely didn't finish a lot of it, but I have, like, the base line, the structure of a lot of buildings that eventually I'll like to continue growing, but I really just kind of find a place that inspires me and I'll start building on it and then finish it eventually. But yeah, the village is really the only thing that's finished, I would say. My goal is to eventually have a base in every biome. I've had that goal since like I first started playing Minecraft on Bedrock, and I've never really gotten further than 1 base. And even here, like, I'm technically still building in the same biome. But I would like to eventually have probably a more normal size, even if it's just like a house, or maybe even like a mega base type setup in other biomes. But I don't intend on those bases being things that have all the farms and all the villagers and everything. They would just be more for aesthetic. But I would love to eventually get like a cool Badlands base done, something in the Mesa. I always think the Mesa is really cool, but it's never something that I want to build in 24/7. Like, I wouldn't want to just live there, but it'd be cool to have a place to stop. Or like when you're going to get terracotta, you have a space that your nether portal actually opens up into rather than just the middle of the biome. But those are long-term plans and goals, and that's the perk of having a solo world, though, is I can build wherever I want. Nobody can tell me not to. I'd like to eventually have a base in the end dimension. Not even just like transforming the end, but I think it'd be really cool to try and build in the end for a little bit. Do something very ethereal. I don't know if you can count like my nether hub as a base. I feel like that's just an extension of my overworld bases, but we do have those as well. I'm gonna finish this one actually. I'll come back to that one. I just can't believe I did not start the replay. At least we got it started now. I think the one nice thing about the style we built the village in is I tried to keep it more almost cottagecore in a way, rather than trying to do like a city grid. I feel like it makes, you can use a lot smaller buildings and a lot fewer buildings to make something feel still complete and like fill all the space. But now that we're getting into more of grid building and city building, it's definitely going to feel more empty until I get buildings in. Whereas in the more cottagecore style, I can fill it in with wheat farms. I can have like little windy paths and flower fields, and it feels like it's full. Gonna build out the island and around the area in a realm on an island. That'd be really cool. That's a nice thing too about if you do have outer limits that are defined by the land, you can kind of do almost like what I was saying earlier, where it feels complete just because the land stops and like it has something to terminate into. But you just have like a big open area and you're using grids, it's like becomes very obvious when stuff feels empty. That's why we're doing a lot of the city on that side of the mountain, because it's almost like a little bowl shape. Well, it's very large, but at some point I can have portions of land that the buildings kind of die into, which will be nice. It'll make it easier to fill it out, make it feel full. Okay, let's see. We put in 8 saplings. We got 20 back, so not bad. Decent return on investment. Let's get some more. So I got, what was that? 3 stacks from 2 trees, which we need basically 12 stacks. 12 total, so 9 more. Yeah, like 6 more trees. Let's see if this is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can't do any more than that. I think one part about my base that can be a little misleading is there's a lot of underground spaces, which I love building. Oh, that one already went. Okay. I love doing like little cave bases. I think they're so fun. Makes it a lot easier to build interiors. I've always wanted to have like a decent build for basically every farm type you can have in the game, and I'm nowhere close to getting that done. Like there's still so many farms left, but I feel like I got a lot of the big ones knocked out, with the exception of like a guardian farm. Speaking of, kind of random, but relevant to my brain. Wicked, the new movie. I think that's coming out in like the next week. The part 2. I just remembered. I'm so excited for that. I have no plans to see it, but I will eventually make a trip. Oh, I'm messing it up. Okay. Live out of one of the walkways in the storage room. Awesome. Ooh, that's exciting, getting all the details put in. Honestly, really all you need is a storage room and a place to put like a couple of utility blocks for an actual base. We were playing in a realm a little bit like a week or 2 ago, and basically just made a tunnel in a cave, kind of like the tunnels I do in the Nether. Like that style, but a little bit smaller. And you can just like build storage into the walls and make little sections where maybe you branch off and add brewing, but you can really like expand off of a tunnel pretty easily, and that's one of my favorite early game bases. Just living out of tunnels, classic, as one does. I do have a thing for tunnels, I've learned. That is example number 1. That's definitely my largest tunnel ever, and I don't think I'll ever make one bigger than that. I guess scale-wise, height-wise. Length, the one in the Nether we just did, it's definitely the longest. I think I calculated, and that tunnel in the Nether is 800 blocks long. Nearly 1,000. Which, when it comes to pathing, it doesn't sound like that much, but when it comes to the fact that it has walls and a ceiling and a floor, a lot of blocks placed. Make a village inside, have building for potions and houses. Yeah, those are really fun to do. I haven't done like actual village houses inside a cave type thing, but I have just done like the trading halls in the cave. But I have, well, if you're talking about like fortified walls around a village, yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be a good way to do it. I have a castle build in my bedrock world, and I had villagers in it, but it was basically just like trading halls. So no village houses on the inside, at least. Yeah, it'd be really cool to do fortified walls around a village and make it fit in with the castle vibe. Waxfraud did a pretty cool, like, fortified walls around a village, but not necessarily a castle style. But he did a really cool village transformation. Like, I think it was like the second project in his current hardcore world. Don't quote me on that, though. Having villagers not being locked up. Yeah, I'd like to consider myself to be like very humane with, well, I don't consider myself. I'd like to be humane with the villagers, but most of the time I just kind of trap them in a little stall. Not the most humane, but it keeps them protected. Because the thing is, especially in my base, I couldn't have villagers roaming around. I wanted to try to find a way to do that, but it would have screwed up my villager breeder, I think. Maybe not the villager breeder, but it would have screwed up at least my iron farm. Because you have to put them like 100 blocks away from a village. And I wanted the iron farm to be on site nearby so it could, well, it needed to be in the spawn chunks. And I literally built right next to spawn, so it was bound to happen, but maybe someday I'll try to make free roam villagers. But the thing is, they get into everything too. Like they'll climb up towers and get themselves stuck on roofs. They'll start spawning in golems, and then you accidentally hit them, and then your base is no longer safe. So if I did it, I would probably try to find a way to prevent them from spawning in golems. I think it takes 5 of them to gossip. Or I guess 3 of them if they're like threatened by another mob, which is possible. But if I just made sure no more than 2 could talk to each other, I don't think a golem would spawn. I think there's ways I could do it, but it'd be a little tricky. As we start growing out the city builds, I do eventually want to make either more like an apartment building style skyscraper, or a what's it called? Yeah, I guess just an apartment. Maybe I'd put them in jail too. But anyways, like a multi-level, like each floor has its own apartment or 2. And I think I could do something like that where I kind of restrict them to 1 floor, and I could have 2 on 1 floor, and they could talk, but they wouldn't trigger any like golem spawning. I would just have to make sure not to feed them so that they can't make babies. Or maybe I just minimize how many beds are around. That would work too. House with a good fence so they don't bother you. Yeah, that works. That'll do it. I wish they could like fix the AI for the villagers or have a different way to control it. Like my first thought is similar to how they do it in Schedule 1, which is probably in a lot of other games, but I've never seen it done in Schedule 1, where you can like right click and assign them to their job, and you can assign them to their storage chest, and you can assign them to like a bed probably. I think that would be really nice if you could control and almost dictate their pathfinding. I feel like I saw something recently about that. Maybe it had to do with the copper golem. I don't know. But I wish there was a way that you could actually like click and start assigning them to a location. What was it? Oh, somebody I think reworked the tough golem. That's what it was. Somebody had like redone all the losers of the mob vote, and the way they set it up was like where you placed it is where it would always wander around from, and it would always go back to 0 when like a certain event happens. I feel like they could do something like that with villagers where you kind of assign them to a bed and a job and they don't wander further than like a certain square radius around those assignments. That would be really nice. Because then I would be more likely to let them free roam. But it's just like they love to steal my bed. They love to get themselves into trouble. They love to wander off. They like to go way too high on buildings. And you just can't trust them. And I do not like villagers in my home. That's the first thing. I mean, obviously I have them like locked up in little trading stalls, but I would not want a villager just like roaming around the village and then wander into my home. Start messing with things, flipping doors, letting mobs in, as villagers tend to do. What do we have now? Where's my shulker? This one. Okay, we're already seeing a big return on the jungle saplings. That's good. We may not need another tree. This may be enough. Lock them in a house. Do it. So I wanted to do that with my little villager houses. And the thing is that they could potentially open their door and let mobs in, whether it be like a baby zombie or a well, most likely a baby zombie. It'd have to be something short. But if they left the door, oh wait. My thought was I would put a trap door so they can't leave, but they could potentially let other things in, just if it was shorter than 2 blocks. And so then I was trying to put little gates in front of everything, and it technically would have worked. But the way I designed the house, I was like, they are not going to be able to find their way into their bed, just because I made them very compact and a little weird. But I feel like the way to do it would be to like fence them into their own yard. Let them wander in and outside, but don't let them outside the fence. But I didn't have enough room to make little yards for everybody, so... Or at least it wasn't a priority at that point. But I thought about it for a while of ways to let them actually wander around during the daytime, but maybe someday I'll try again. Better than a stall for sure. I need to get back to working on this project soon. We got it started and then I had a creative build going for it, but I just didn't like it. I think I'll have to use that build somewhere else, but I think it was a little too grand for this area. And a little too large. You never get bored of it? You know, I very rarely get bored of it. Sometimes I need a little break, but for the most part, I always have a ton of ideas for the game. And I feel like it's a good problem to have, because I do hear a lot of people who they kind of like lose inspiration on what to do. I just take everything so slow that I have like enough ideas for the next 20 million years. Okay, let's see. Let's do like 2 more trees. Oh, we got 62 saplings. That's pretty solid. I may have some more bone meal over here. But yeah, Minecraft is the only game that I've been able to play for as long as I have. I think the most hours I put into Animal Crossing was like 3 pushing 400. And that was just one world. Never really felt the need to get back into it. I think I'm at over like 850 on just this world alone. My other worlds were probably around that much. I wish I could actually see the overall count though. They don't show it on, I don't even think they show it on Microsoft, like the Xbox Game Pass. Kinda lame. Missed opportunity. Lose it for like 10 minutes, then it's back for a month. Yeah. I can relate. When I first started playing, I only played for maybe a month or two, and I was still trying to figure everything out, and it was a little weird. And I think I probably took like a 4 to 6 month break, like gap between that and my next world. But that was when I figured out you could farm materials. That was a game changer for me. Like, I think the next thing I made was, what did I make? Oh, like auto crop farms. My life was changed. I thought it was so cool. And then for a while, my main goal was just like making little farms for everything. And then I actually was kind of overwhelmed by building at first. I would just live out of caves and build all my bases underground. But at some point I was like, okay, we're gonna try and work on building. And I really had to build in creative first to get a feel for how to build in Minecraft in general. That definitely helps. You load the Xbox app. You mean like on console? Because I have the Xbox Game Pass, but it doesn't say anything about my like total hours ever on there, unfortunately. At least I don't think it does. Figured you could trade with villagers changed at all. Yeah. Villagers are a staple now. Like that's one of the first things I focus on early game, is making sure I can at least have a steady source of villagers if needed. But I like never touched villagers. I guess I like maybe did a very brief trade with them the first time I ever played, but that was about it. I never got into like moving them and keeping them nearby until my second world. Where are you? I forgot I still have a little bit more. 9, 10, 11. This should be everything though. We'll finish this one and then we got all the jungle wood we need. Actually, I say that, I haven't even considered like the stairs and stuff. Same with bricks. Ooh. We may need to go get more bricks for that. We'll do a couple more trees then. Just get a couple extra stacks so I can make some stairs and trapdoors if needed. But I think that we don't need too much more. Oh, on PC? I'll have to look for it. I've never seen that. I've looked before, I thought, but maybe I didn't look in the right place. Yeah, it is actually kind of crazy how you can feel like you get enough materials to last you for the rest of your time on the game, and the next thing you know, they're all gone. Like, the amount of times I've gone and gotten an extra stack of, like, spruce logs to make, I don't know, anything I need, trapdoors, chests, barrels, those are gone so quickly. I've still never made a wood farm in the game. I don't know if I need one. I've kind of got used to just chopping trees at this point. I would like to get a good auto, what's it called? I'd like to get a good auto bamboo farm that has auto crafters for chests and sticks and all of the little weird things that you need a ton of. But that's a lot of auto crafting that I don't know how to do. The one auto crafter I made that like actually works with redstone, like proper redstone, is giving me a white dye instead of bone meal. So something went wrong there and I've just given up on fixing it at this point. Maybe I'll try again later, but I've got enough bone meal, I'll be okay. Spruce 7, make a 32 by 2 tree. Yeah, it's nice that spruce will let you do that. Jungle is really weird about growing next to another tree. But thankfully spruce and oak will just kind of grow wherever you need them to for the most part. I think this is probably a popular opinion. I don't think this is unpopular, but I would say spruce is the definitely like the best wood type. Overall, like flexibility, or not flexibility, just like versatility, spruce is the best. So I feel like I use the most spruce trapdoors. I use the most spruce just like little fences more than anything else. And the fact that it can do a tall 2x2 tree and you can put them all next to each other. I think that's really what pushes it over the edge. Now, aesthetically, I think they all are pretty comparable, but it's the trapdoors that I think everybody tends to gravitate towards. As long as birch is the worst. I don't hate birch. I'm not like a big anti-birch person like some people can be, but yeah, I mean, I don't use it a lot. I really only use birch like whenever I want to do a gradient. I'll pop it in there. But that's about it. My main base in my last world, like the house that I made, we did a very similar color palette to that with like the birch gradient and then the nether bricks, and I think I had something else in there. Oh yeah, diorite. And I was like, I basically used everybody's like least favorite blocks in this build, but that's okay. I still think nether brick needs more love. I love nether brick. It works so well with white colors, but also spruce and also jungle. Jungle and nether brick is really pretty. And I like the little maroon hue that it has. I am really glad that they added pale oak though. Great addition to the game. I still wish we had more fireproof wood though. That's my one frustration. Why are the only fireproof woods like cyan and magenta? They're like the most aggressive colors you could have picked. They fit in the nether, but not everywhere else. We need a more neutral nether wood type. I really want like a black fireproof wood, like a Shusugiban, and I want gray. Better, like more than just the gray on the acacia before you strip it. Like, I want gray slabs, gray planks, gray stairs. Add it to the list. Use nether brick on your castle. What do you think of it? You like nether brick? I don't think people give it enough credit. And also, like, it's a good brick because it's got more of like the deep slate tile brick texture. It's, I mean, even like a regular brick, but it's not like the stone brick and the mud brick where it's that same proportion. Sometimes you want to like break up some of that pattern if you have those normal like stone brick textures in there, just to like balance it out, balance out the density. Yeah, a use for the netherrack is definitely a big plus. Also, I think one reason why I like nether brick so much too is that they have fences. It's like the only thing that's not wood that you have a fence for. I am upset they don't have fence gates, of course. That would be ideal, but I'll take what we can get. Do I want to put the sticks in here? I don't have them anywhere. I'll just take them back. I'm sure I'll use them for like fences later. Yeah, we have this one. I don't think I have any nether brick fences on this. No, I don't. Ooh, now that we're coming back, I'll show you the little villager house. So I originally did this one, where I had like a trapdoor here, so they couldn't get in. The door like went in that way. And I think I had a fence here, so they couldn't like let any mobs in. But I started thinking about it, and I was like, I feel like the villager is just gonna get stuck right here, because I don't even think they know how to go down ladders. They would just be stuck here, and then they just would have an attic for a room, and that's it. So I ended up just not putting a villager in it, but we almost did. I started out designing them that way, and then just stopped. But no, the like netherrack into nether brick ratio, pretty solid, because you can really, I think it takes like 9 netherrack to make 1 nether brick, and definitely condenses everything very nicely. Let's do jungle saplings here. And then we need 9, 10, 11. I think it's 11:45 is my guess. What is that? 11:12. 11 stack 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, dang it. That okay. I actually want to check real quick though the other brick items that we're gonna need. I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, so we need 5 stacks 21 of brick walls. Okay, I don't think I have that many stacks of brick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let's go this way. Okay, what was that? 5 stack, 21. Okay, let me go get some more bricks. Okay, take these out. Let's go there. What mod? Like where I'm getting the material lists? Because that is Litematica. I love Litematica. Oh, I should repair this. So close. What time is it? Nighttime. Okay. Let's see how we're doing on gunpowder down here. Not bad. I love like right when I come down and they all start to file in. Get that. We definitely emptied out a ton of the gunpowder recently. I can't remember what for though. I've said it twice. I don't remember the quantity anymore. What is it? 5 stack 21. 21. We'll do. Trying to figure out dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna have. My first instinct is Wingstop, and I don't know why. Very random, but Wingstop kind of sounds good right now. Okay, brick walls, ignore. Jungle slab, we need 9 stacks, 63. So basically 10 stacks. Oh, camera's out. Hold on. She's loading. There we go. Webcam hasn't done that in a while. Don't know why it's just doing it now. Okay, let's see. How many stacks can I get from 1 stack of logs? One, two. Oh wait, no, I think I was supposed to do that. Where'd the extra logs go? Okay, these are supposed to go in there. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 8 stacks, and I needed basically 10. So I guess another half stack probably will do it. That's the 8th. This is the 9th. I want this one to be 63. That, okay. I'll go there. Then rid of that one. Jungle sign, we need. I feel like I miscounted something. Oh well. Jungle signs, we need 16 stacks, 14. I'm guessing that's because it's each stack is only 16 total. I don't know how to do the math for that one. Give me like this. How many does this get me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh, this is gonna be way too much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still need more. $13. 14. It's too much. Oh well. 15, 16. I think it was 14. Okay, well, we have a little extra, but oh well. That makes 4, 13, 16, 14. Okay. That will do it. We need 3 stack 60 jungle stairs. I think I made too many signs. Oh well. 3 stack 60 of stairs. We got one total stack. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get more jungle wood. That the rest of the jungle wood though. I don't see any jungle fences. We do have some jungle planks, but that'll be pretty easy. Jungle trapdoors, 1. Of course I don't have any there. So we can grab this. I don't remember the count was. $14 planks and then 3 stacks 60. Close enough. There's that, 3 stack 60, and then I think I said 14 of those. And then 1 jungle trapdoor. That'll be all of the jungle. Okay. What's next? We're gonna need a lot of stone slabs. That'll be easy. A lot of terracotta. A lot of brown stained glass. Not terrible. We'll get there, but that is all I've got time for today. Oh, we are laggy. Hold on. My computer's very mad at me right now. It's probably really hot. My webcam. Okay, it's chilling out since I stopped showing Minecraft. I don't know what it is. I probably need to clean my PC again, but that is going to be all for stream today. Appreciate y'all being here. Is my mic like really loud? It looks like it's really loud. Hopefully I'm not like destroying everybody's eardrums, but I swear my OBS settings just change on their own every couple of days. I'll hop back in, my mic's disconnected, my audio is quiet. I never know what's going on with it. OBS is so odd, I feel like. Anyways, I hope y'all are having a great start to your weekend. Pretty chill Saturday. As of right now, I'm not gonna plan on streaming until next Saturday, most likely, if all goes to plan. But we'll figure out our stream schedule soon enough, and I'll keep y'all updated in the Discord. If you are watching on YouTube, you can join the Discord by clicking the link in the description if you're interested, and keep it updated with my schedule. But yeah, tentatively right now, I'm planning on aiming for a Saturday stream. And then any other streams will probably just be as I'm able to within the week as we figure out our new schedule. But yeah, this week especially, there are a couple of days I probably could have streamed when I got home, but I'm still figuring out my new sleep schedule, and I was just exhausted. And I may not have had longer than like an hour to stream for. So I've been trying to keep it at least a minimum of 2 hours. Just for everybody's time. But anyways, y'all have a great rest of your morning, day, or night, and I will see you when I see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.